God is the supreme attraction for everybody. Long time ago, I was thinking to make a short video, could be for everybody, uh, to talk about the supreme personality of God, because God usually for everybody is like empty word, no empty meaning. Usually people doesn't understand what God mean, and this is very important in our life because to understand ourselves in relation with God and our actions uh, in this world, we should understand that everything that we are doing is in relation with the Supreme Lord, and also His qualities are also our qualities. Why His qualities are our qualities? Because we are integral part of Him. You know what I mean? It's like when we have a son, a daughter, and they usually born with part of yeah, with our qualities too, our part of our blood and many stuff, and mood too, you know. I am recording or this video from my little office home, and here close to the street, to my window street. I will show you the thing. Here I can see the street, my entrance there. See the little garden over here, and this is my desk, and he is Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. And couple of stuff, more careers. This book is more or less, the good one is the cost is like $50 because it's not thematic, with short meaning. That the another one is didactic, it's long explanation and all this stuff. And here is my desk, my little radio, ta 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 ta. Over there is for my room is behind this one, and so on. Yeah. And here is my printer. I am keeping with plastic. Right now it doesn't have any ink because each ink is like 80 or 120 each carriage, and just I've been careless about that, but anyway. And okay, let me start. Let me put this thing over here. Let me focus myself over there, and everything is good. Okay. Okay, as I say, supreme personality of God. Everybody, we are enticed to God, because what? Because His qualities, and that because we belong to Him, we have the same qualities of Him. Otherwise, we cannot exist. Okay, how I can understand God, the Supreme Personality of God, who is He, Lord Krishna. Okay, the only way to understand who is God is when we understand something, how we understand something through its qualities, right? Its qualities, form, etc., etc. Okay, now, how can I understand Lord Krishna or the Supreme Personality of God? We can understand Lord Krishna or the Supreme Personality of God through His qualities. Otherwise, our mind will be empty, always mystic, without understanding, but with fear, this kind of power, and that's one of his qualities. Let me read just because I want to follow these rules. Um, Lord Krishna is attracted to us. His first qualities is wealth. He's the wealthy. He's the wealthy guy in this universe and millions universe that exist. Wealth. Be careful. Just I would suggest you anything you learn in your life, very, 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 very important for your life to keep going, to preach, to teach others, to to avoid to be cheated, to avoid to cheat others, and try to slow to diminish the imperfect sense that we have. We are going to get this perfection through knowledge, because this is the three kind of defects that everybody has, or we have this the three kinds of defects since we born. One of them is we have the tendencies to be cheated. We have the tendencies to cheat, and we have imperfect sense. And to transcendence this kind of defects as human being, everybody, girls, Matis, Maitas, everybody. We are going to transcendence all this stuff through knowledge. Then the first step as adult, because when we are little, we are just starting to how can I say, to develop intellectual consciousness from we born, and we are going to get more conscious about our action, about the function of our life. Just I would say maybe from 10, from 15, when we are 15, something like that. And so on, when we grow to 15, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, 30 years old, we are increase our knowledge, even if we never go to the university or read or something like that, just since we born, that's what the Bible says, the beauty of to be old is that we get knowledge, by the mercy of the Lord, and that's true, Okay, sorry. Wealth, and then he's the wealthy. He's the wealthy of from demigods, human beings like me, from everybody. He's the wealthy from everybody. Why? Well, let me, the other one, the most powerful. Well, he's the wealthy, he's the most powerful, he's the most famous. Fame, he's the most beautiful. She's the most beautiful. He's the more wisdom, the most wisdom, or wiser, however you want to get it, and the sixth one is the renunciation. I don't know if I'm uttering good this word, renunciation. Yeah, okay. Then it means it's not attached to anything, Okay, this is the six qualities of the Supreme Lord. These six qualities, we have these six qualities. Animals, all living entities have the same six qualities of the Lord. The wealth, power, fame, beauty, wisdom, renunciation. Got that? And then Why we have the same quality of the Supreme Lord? Because we are integral part of the Lord. The questions, if we are integral part of the Lord, why we are not the same Lord? That is the understanding to get. The understanding to get is we have the quality of the Lord, and he has, well, I mean, he has his quality. The difference between the Lord and us, or me, or you, he, she, is he can develop his quality, the whole six quality, he can develop this thing at the same time. At the same time. Got that? Same time. We have the same six qualities of the Lord, but we cannot develop or express or act this six quality at the same time. That is the only difference. Got that? Okay. How can I understand this difference? Cool. Let's go with the first quality, wealth. Everything that you see is his property. His property. And he's giving us his property. Everything what you think, what you are enticed to get, he's going to give it. Not just us, the animals, as you see them, emigrating anywhere, and they get whatever there are different between animals and us and human beings, it's because there are 8,400,000 species of living being. This point is later. Okay, and he's giving all his wealth to us, but at the same time, he's not going to get poor. Do you understand? He's not going to be ruined just for giving us his wealth. And we are rich. I have this house, fortunately. I don't have a truck. People have a truck, one truck, two truck, 100 truck. With houses, I have seen guys, for example, diagonal to me, or here, I got a friend there, and we are going to travel to Florida couple days, maybe. I will drive his RV. Is too big, It's a Cummins. The motor is coming. Anyway, he's rich. He has this farm. He has the salt. The salt farm there is like 250, maybe 250 acres of salt. They have those business there. So I mean, grass. They sell, kind of square grass, for people for garden, for many stuff, for stadiums, for the baseball stadium, all this stuff. Yeah, this is his business. Well, okay, the difference between wealth and the wealth of the Lord and to us, even the demigods. But the demigods, there are differences about. Okay, let's go. Keep going. Well, it's simple, right? Simple. Poor living, but high knowledge. We are simple, but with the high knowledge. Then another word, power. Different powers. A lot of powers that even we don't know. There are people that I knew, a guy in Panama. Poor guy, peasant guy. Those who cultivate plantain, working with corn, ñame, all this stuff, He knew, I don't know from where, but he knew some mantras. Mantras means some words, that give the power of the vibration of the sound and everything, and that's true. If you open your mouth to talk something, you will know. If you're intelligent, if your mind is really high in realization, you can notice, when you talk to somebody else, that he already know what you talk. Everybody, the universe is ears for us. Anything that you talk, they hear. Everybody. And then that's the reaction you will get. And then be careful with the talking. Above all, me. Power. Well, that's one power. Okay. About this guy in Panama, I was witness. I was traveling in big truck. He say, I will be in another city. I don't remember the city. It's Darien area, the region, Darien region. Yeah, I was Santa Fe, I think. No. He want to go to Santa Fe. From 100 kilometers where we were. He say, I will be there in maybe 20, 30 minutes. You know, who knows. Okay. The house, my friend lady, from this house where we were just talking. She told me this guy is going to be there because he know a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, we went there to still Santa Fe. We spent maybe 1 hour and a half, something like that. And you cannot believe he was there. He was there. And we were asking the other guys, with, very still to ask, And they said, yeah, he's here like 30 minutes ago. Incredible. Okay. Power like this. Another kind of power, electricity. The electricity when it's generated through a lot of stuff, motor and all these things, for a centrifuge, something like that, centrifuge. It's going to, from the water, it's going to get this kind of energy that you cannot see, and from this energy, a lot of elements is going to light this ball, they making, the light, this is a power from the Lord, from water, because water is his marginal element. This is another explanation, another thing. I am just explaining his qualities, okay? All right. Another power. All the mankind, we understand our life, our outside life, exterior life, because the form, we see the form, the tree, the woman, the trucks, the shark, the animals, everything, the snake, when we see the forms, we understand our life. Got that? And we are satisfied about that. Cool. You know what I mean? And through what we are going to see the form? Through the light. If we don't have light, we cannot understand the forms and many stuff. You know what I mean? That means also we are controlled by his power. You know what I mean? All human being, God, goddess, demigoddess, we are controlled by the power of the Lord. Like that. And what another power? About weapons, about all this stuff. I know many stuff like that, but I mean, it's not for this moment. What another kind of like darkness. Darkness is very powerful too. And it blinds us, and there are demigods who are depicting all these functions of the universe. The function of the universe, I can explain this thing better in the future. Because we are the most important is to understand who is God, and then and who we are in relation with Him, to understand our inner and also our outer world. Okay, uh, you know, you develop your intellectuality about what I am talking about, and I am giving just the basis for you to have realization. You get realization by yourself, and that way, whatever you think you can. I am not authorizing you to preach in the way your mood is. You know what I mean? Yeah, because this is our right to be brothers, to be servants, to be your husband, to be my wife, etc., etc. Okay, now fame. He's famous. Lord Krishna is famous, not just here in the universe. Everybody know him because his adventures, his appearance. Uh, about everything. He's the most famous. You know him? No, I didn't know. Okay, now you know him. You know. You want to know the grade of the fame? This is up to you. This is about your wishes. Your desire, because we permanently, we keep or we are sustainable with the desires, and the desire is divided in two ways. Actually, let's say like that. This is my own concepts. You build your own concepts. Our desires create anxiety, and this thing doesn't end. You know what I mean? It doesn't end. The wish is always, and anxiety can. But when the wish is to get knowledge and to get a lot of stuff, and then this anxiety is going to be is going to change from anxiety to satisfaction, to get realization, high knowledge, and to be in the highest mood of our life in relation with the Supreme Lord. But not in this kind of wish to have this kind of uh, uh, bad life, from the anxiety, you go lower, I mean, okay. And fame, now beauty. He's the most beautiful person, because he's person, and in the universe, in millions universe that exist, and here in this universe. You don't know about the millions universe? Don't worry about that. Whatever you hear or that anybody's mentioning, just hear and don't worry. You know what I mean? Just because the absolute truth is in your heart. Why the absolute truth is in your heart? Because you are understanding. If you don't understand nothing, and it's impossible. Everything that you understand is because you have the absolute knowledge in your heart, and you are getting this knowledge according people and levels will grow level, so on. Beauty. Why the Supreme Lord is beautiful? Because all what you see is beauty. All what you see is beauty, and we cannot see something ugly, yeah, but that's created for us. Why is created for us? Because we don't understand its function. When we understand its functions, we can understand through the dualities what is ugly, what is beauty. That is duality. That belongs to this material world, and the circle of time in which we are submitted or in which we are controlled. This is this is kind of life. Got that? Okay. Now, wisdom. Wisdom. He is the most wise guy in the universe, in millions universe. And how can I can understand his wisdom? And you can understand his wisdom uh, according to the levels of the person you are dealing with, because every person is integral part of him. And then people who had more knowledge of him and of him, and he can give this kind of level of him for you to understand and to go through this kind of level in to get this kind of relation with the Lord, to get this kind of company with Him. It's just when a person is relating me to another person, they say he's like this, he's like that. When we go there and we met her or him, and we mingle together with them, many people, we are going to understand those guys, and we are going to get this relationship in more person, knowing person. Now, what I am talking to you, this kind of level of that I know from the Lord is kind of impersonal. You know what I mean? And then, but this is because our relationship with the Supreme Lord is personal. Yeah, in this material world, I mean, and it's personal, and then we deal in personal, all the dealing that we have among us is impersonal in some way, personal in kind of description that I did a couple seconds ago. And so he's the most, the wiser, when you know the levels of North philosophers, psychologists, you know, and when you know these different kind of knowledge from different different persons, then you are going to build your own concepts, your own intellectuality, your own knowledge. You are going to, I mean, everybody, any association in the world is good, because anybody is giving you knowledge. Do you understand that? Wherever you go, wherever you go, in association with anybody, they are going to give you knowledge, even if they are giving you bad life, bad actions, bad relations. You are going to learn from them, because hatred and goodness, all these things belong to love. Because hatred pierces our heart to understand ourselves, and to understand what we should do, and what we shouldn't do. That means passion. Then passion is going to be pierced to be ourselves, and to establish ourselves in the mood of goodness, to go through. Uh, hmm? Okay. Renunciation. Do you know Gandhi from India? He knew, he great devotee, great devotee of Lord Shiva, great devotee. He has wonderful knowledge, about spiritual life. He knows a lot of stuff. Oof, wonderful. And he was fighting in the age of British colonization, when they were in India, ransacking and doing a lot of stuff. He was at that time there, and then he was um, he was talking about justice, about, you know, exactly what I am talking about, you know, about dharma. You know, dharma means service to others, and to know the how the society is building, you know, to relate each others, and to establish this kind of harmony into the society, to fulfill our duties and keep going, because our goal of the life is not like to live, to work, you know, to sing, to talk, to many stuff. You know, it's no, that is not the last goal. This is part of our life, to understand this war, and then to go through this kind of society, you know, material society, to our spiritual society, because we have two kind of society, you know, material society and spiritual society. But, you know, further on I can explain that. Renunciation, okay. Well, Gandhi, the example of Gandhi, he was a renunciation. He wasn't attached to, let's say, to the wealth. He wasn't too attached to women, maybe certain percentage, you know, but I am not interested in that. You should not interested in that thing. But many people saw on him kind of authority, you know, and we should accept that, and even that's to think that he wasn't in the way to clean him, to bless him, in the way to don't poison our heart. He was a renunciant, you know, not attached to fame, to pride, to honor, to titles. Yeah, he wasn't attached, but he was rude. He was a fighter. You know, to talk about, you know, the justice for the people. You know, something that I know, and I want you keep this secret in your heart, and don't disgrace me, please. And because you will harm me, you know, if you disgrace me, you will harm me, and you will poison your heart too, you know what I mean. Then somebody told him, you know, that at that time he should not go to this manifestation from the people. You know, everybody was outside protesting and doing many stuff, you know. And wise guy, you know, I know I don't mention him, you know, to don't get more speculations. And he told him, because he was clairvoyance, you know, something like that. He told him, don't go there, because this is not your business. Your business with the Lord. You know what I mean? Yes, he said, no, no, no. I want fight for my people. He died for the Indian people. He was killed for the Indian people, and that is the ethic for the soldiers, for the army, for everybody who want fight for his people, die in his name, because the honor of the old warriors is the death, to die for others. Do you understand what police mean, what soldier mean, what pilot warrior army mean, what nave soldier mean? That's what that mean, you know what I mean? When somebody's fighting for you, you should respect them, you know, because they are the angels of us, you know, who guard us, and they guard our wealth and many stuff, you know. That's and and so on and so on, you know. To be warrior, to be police, to be soldier is no like, but that I am talking. To the wise people, you know, to the intelligent class, like me, you belong to the intelligent class, because I'm talking to you. And this is uh, very difficult, very difficult duties for in relation with the society, because there are another duties. You know, I will explain all about duties maybe next video. Just bless me. I'm asking your blessing, your blessing to don't disgrace me, don't disgrace other. Above, well, I am not demanding disgrace me, you can, but don't disgrace other about what they are talking. As I say a couple seconds ago, about the love, that everything is love, hatred, love, goodness, ignorance, passion, everything is love. And we can understand this law, and we can create this law is just for the understanding of the function of each action. Got that? For example, I am a philosopher. What mean philosopher? Philosopher mean to know the functions of the thing, the function of our body, the function of the talk, Mi maita is a philosopher because she knows the function of her talk. The president, some president, they know the function of the country, of the cities, of the executive order, of the legislative order, la, 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 boom, boom. Okay, now, renunciation. And got that, and think, what happened? Have you seen the Lord around here? You don't see him, but he's here. You know what I mean? That is the talking. That is the understanding. He's not here, but he's here with us. Why? Because he's the marginal part of us. I mean, we are the marginal part of him. Sorry. Oosh, big mistake. And how I can understand he's here? Because all what you see is the marginal part, the material part of him. But how I can understand? By its function. You know the function of the tree, the fruit tree, of the veggies, of the everything. You know the function of the tree, you know the function of the animals, you know the function of the human being, you know the function of the city, of the presidency, everything. This is the function of his marginal or material part. You know what I mean? That is the impersonal part of the Lord. We know the Lord through all this, what I say, but this is impersonal knowledge. Like when we met, or when somebody else, a friend of us, hey, let me introduce you to mi maita, let me introduce you to my friend, and okay, hey, how's it going? Fulano, Carlos Joaquín, el otro, John, Anista, whoever, we relate with others in an impersonal way. When we have some meeting or something like, or we are working together, kind of a conference and all the thing, we are going to relate each others in personal way, more personal way, because we are going to gather more intellectual consciousness to create how can I say, teachings to other about talking about engineers, about anything. Got that? Okay, thank you so much. Okidoki. Talk to you later. Hare Krishna. Un abrazo para todos, un abrazo fuerte. Y as I say, we want to be comfortable. Let's start to don't disgrace others. Don't disgrace others. No selfishness. We share with others. We share. We should be a cooperative. Cooperative, because the cooperative, the principles of the economy, of our economy and the country, coming from the land, from the ground, everything, the wealth is there, and then we share all these things. How can I understand that? Like the bank, you put your money, another guy put your money, money there, and then the bank has its functions, its function is to get on business, and people who put the money there, they have some percentage to share, and then actually the meaning of the bank, the function of the bank is the sharing, the sharing. That's what means cooperative, and that's what we do. Bye. Ciao.